Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be correcting sentence 4 and 5 under set 4 on our sentence correction sheet. Let's look at sentence 4. Our sentence says, from about 620 to 560 BCE, an ancient Greek named Aesop wrote stories that are fun to read and contain advice like, do not trust flatterers, and better beans and bacon in peace than cakes and ale in fear. In the sentence, we're going to fix some capitalization errors. We also have a sentence fragment. Originally, our sentence correction sheet said we need to fix quotation marks. However, our quotation marks have been used correctly, so this is a typo. And we also have an unnecessary comma. Let's begin with our capitalization errors. So, we're going to start by capitalizing our proper nouns. I'm also going to address this capitalized letter in better. So better is not going to be capitalized simply because these quotes are being used to finish the sentence. So the B in better does not need to be capitalized. Next, I also have a sentence fragment because this one sentence has been broken up into two by this period and the uppercase A in and. So to fix my sentence fragment, I'm going to get rid of that period and I'm going to lowercase my a. And lastly, I'm going to get rid of my unnecessary comma, and the unnecessary comma is right after this word like. Again, now typically when we have direct quotes in a sentence, we would use a comma right before the quote. However, this quote is being used to finish the sentence. For that reason, this comma is unnecessary. And that is sentence 4 corrected. Let's take a look at sentence 5. The sun was just slipping below the horizon when Aunt Naki, who had ridden her camel from the sultry areas to the south, arrived at our camp near Siwa, Egypt. In this sentence, we're going to add commas to show that we have a non-restrictive phrase. We also are going to fix capitalization errors. We have a sentence fragment, and we're going to add other commas. For this sentence, I'm going to start with our capitalization errors. So first, this word aunt is being used as Naki's title. For that reason, I'm going to capitalize the A in aunt. I also need to capitalize my E in Egypt because that is a proper noun. Next, I have a sentence fragment or an incomplete sentence, and that happens with this phrase starting at arrived. This phrase, arrived at our camp near Siwa, Egypt, is not a complete sentence. So, to address that, I'm going to remove my period and lowercase the a in arrived. Next, I'm going to add my other comma. My other comma is going to go between Siwa and Egypt. And lastly, let's address our commas for our non-restrictive phrase. So if you remember, a non-restrictive phrase is simply a phrase that adds additional information to our sentence. Our non-restrictive phrases need to be framed with commas. When we look at our sentence, we can see that additional information was added about Aunt Naki. It says, Aunt Naki, who had ridden her camel from the sultry areas to the south. That phrase is just extra information that's not really needed to the sentence. So, to show that it's non-restrictive, I'm going to use a comma after Naki and a comma after south. And that is sentence 5 corrected. If you have any questions about how or why we've corrected our sentences the way we have, please feel free to reach out and I'll be sure to answer your questions as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, everyone.